Good morning, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, White Rock. Our regular location at Semiahmoo House is not available this morning, so instead of our Sunday celebration, we're bringing you yet another special video installment of Sunday at Home with RevT.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord.
I'm always fascinated when I send people to my house. They, of course, have difficulty finding out how to get here. And I tell them, if you can get on Highway 10, which becomes Ladner Trunk Road, which becomes 47A, which eventually becomes River Road West, it will actually take you right to my door. There's kind of an interesting symbolism there, I sometimes think. The idea that all roads ultimately lead to the one place, or maybe it's only one road always leading to the one place. So we're on River Road West heading towards Westham Island and to the historic Westham Island Bridge. You'll probably notice I'm a little bit overdressed today for a hike, or a walk at least. But from here I'm going on to do a memorial service. And I guess there's an interesting metaphor for bridges. A bridge is a transition point from one place to another, kind of some way of covering the gap, bridging the gap, I guess. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today, is this whole idea of bridging the gap. And here we are. I'm going to head up onto Westham Island Bridge en route to the furthest point west, I guess, in Delta. I love this bridge. Actually, I love this place. It's amazing. There's something special about this bridge, especially the span we're going through. It's something called a Howe truss. I have no idea what it is. One of the last remaining ones in the country, made out of wood, that is. E.M. Forster, in his novel, I think it's Howard's End, coined the phrase, "just connect." And when I was teaching, I used that kind of as the motto for my class, and I wrote it on the board the first class, just connect. And then I started talking to all my students about how important it was to connect the things in our lives, the natural, real things in our lives, to our deep self, our deep life, the real life that we're actually living. So here I am, I'm on a bridge, I'm looking at homes, there's water flowing, there are birds everywhere. And I'm thinking about how all of these things are somehow metaphors for what we believe is the real life we're living. We tend to think of our lives, especially at the end of it, as, the death is the bridge between this life and the next life. But what about if our entire life is a bridge? And it's from real life to real life. And the bridge is the life that we imagine to be real. Ernest Holmes was really clear when he said that we are creatures of the absolute who live in the relative. And it is the absolute that is real, and the relative that is conditioned by how we think, how we feel, what our opinions, attitudes, and beliefs are about our lives. And all of those are determined by this person living at this time outside of the absolute in some mysterious way. And so we're on a bridge from real life to real life, housed in this body and in this consciousness, this belief and understanding that we have of ourselves. And so all of our experiences themselves are bridge points between one consciousness and another consciousness that is a result of having crossed that bridge, having made that transition from what we used to think, what we used to believe, what we used to be about, to this new place of what I'm now about, what I now believe, what is now my life. And so I decided to come to the bridge today because I'm talking about paths and pathways to transformation. And each one of these experiences is our individual path to transformation. And so no two of us will cross those bridges in the same way. And I guess on some very real level, the point of departure and the point of arrival will be different for both of us, for all of us. So while I'm here, I'm looking out and there's a heron in the shallows, there's ducks, there's innumerable shorebirds, and the bridge itself under the deck is just alive with swallows. The point not to be missed, I guess, is that every transformation that takes place in me has impact on the world around me, on everything around me. You see, part of this life that we're living, this real life, is that there's really only one life. And so everything that I'm looking at today, everything that I'm looking out on from this moment, is an aspect of myself. So the grass, the birds, the trees, the river itself, everything is an aspect of the me that is alive in this moment. And so as I change the world. As I transform the world. So time to be aware of what the world needs and what I need to do to make the world a better place. There is a saying, I think it comes from Parker Palmer, who says that your life's purpose is where your greatest gift meets the world's greatest need. That's your purpose. What if your purpose is to become or be the very best expression, the very highest expression of life that you can be? What if that's what real life is about? Is just to be the very best me that I can be, and therefore be the very best for life that I can be. Thanks for coming with me on my journey today. The journey of place, the journey of mind. I'm glad to spend it with you. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. See you at the Center for Spiritual Living in White Rock next Sunday.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together come together now in one accord.
Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. We'll be back next Sunday with our regular celebration at 10:30 a.m. at Semiahmoo House. If you got value from this video, please consider making a donation by visiting our website at csl-whiterock.com.